Alrighty. It is March 16th, 5:04 a.m. where I'm at right now. And let's see, 25 minutes till the market opens, so let's start setting some levels to get the day going. I'm gonna start with SPY here. I don't know why it says sell, but this is the SPY. So let's start there. Going to the weekly chart. If we look at the weekly chart of SPY here, two pretty bearish days here. Got bought up, sold off, bought up, sold off. Weekly chart here, so pretty significant area of support seems to be around 661. We also have VWAP. It's considered with VWAP, if the price goes below VWAP, the bears are considered in control. If the price is above VWAP, the bulls are considered in control of the overall trend. So for the SPY, price is getting pretty close to testing the VWAP. So area of resistance I have today, 682 for the high. Actually, let's bring that down. We've kind of cleared that top range, so see about right there. So 672 for the high. Area of resistance, area of support, 661. We also have VWAP as our backbone there, so something to keep an eye out on. Then we got the Qs here. This looks like the daily, or excuse me, weekly chart. Okay, now we're on the weekly. Alright. Zoom in on this. So again, kind of more of a bearish candle here 2 weeks ago, and then this last week, big bearish candle, bought up, sold off. But we're still in this range here. We still have a significant area of support here, being around 595, give or take. Really 592. So let's draw our area of support and resistance here. Drawing the box is what I like to do. Just only one line that I'm drawing on my chart. Support and resistance, two lines essentially, but that looks good to me. So area of support 594, high of 612. Let's see. Yeah, stock's been running that range on the 60-minute. You can see a lot of bounce points within this box here. So to me, that's good. All right, let's see what is in play here. Lots of green on the screen, so that's nice. All right, let's see who has some volume here. What's in play? NVIDIA has lots of volume. Let's go to NVIDIA. Mark some stuff on this chart. See if it'll load. We always get that message now for whatever reason. So let's go to the weekly. NVIDIA. Let's do 12. Okay, there we go. Gotta look left. Always look left, guys. Looking for bounce points here. Lots of bounce points, pretty much where the stock is at. It's a good area of resistance here. You can see lots of touch points, pretty much where the price is at. That's the red line here. And if we look to our left here, these volume bars, lots of liquidity happening from 190 all the way down to 175. So I think a good area here. pretty close to testing it right now. So area of resistance 184. Area of support that I'm going to mark is 176. Could potentially break out long here. If it does, I mean, it's hard to imagine it going up if the SPY and Qs aren't going up too. So if you're taking along here, at least from my perspective, it's definitely a get in, get out type of trade. Not something I'd want to hold overnight. You know, unless the SPY and Qs just rally strong. So, but nonetheless, it's near a breakout area, so it can always break out real quickly, go a couple bucks up, pull back. Kind of just depends on if buyers want to step in or not. Alright, let's go back. PLTR has some decent volume. Let's check out PLTR. Where are we at on PLTR on the weekly? Kind of been consolidating the past 2 weeks here, making a bit of a bull flag. So let's find some support here. Get a mark 149. Pretty much 150 is a good area, a good psychological area. I think that's where buyers would step in if they are going too long this stock. Let's go to the daily here. See the past couple days, just been kind of consolidating in this range here. Lots of liquidity toward the top of that range, so that might be something of play. Alright, let's see. Google, not much volume. AMD has decent volume. Let's check out AMD. 500,000 shares pre-market for AMD. I like to trade stocks with at least 500,000 shares pre-market traded. It just shows that there is some interest in regards to trading for the day. So, alright. Pretty much where the price is at, you can see we're just kind of hovering above this this little gap right here. There's a small gap from here. Next liquidity maybe around 180, 177. So a couple touch points here. AMD's in a real nerve-wracking spot for the longs, from my perspective. So 195 is a good area of resistance here. Area of support I'm gonna draw is 188. Price can break down. It probably break down near that level, maybe 190. I still have 189. Okay. To me, that's looking good. Let's go to the weekly here. Weekly chart, you can see some relatively weak candles. Bought up, sold off last week. Bought up, sold off. However, the volume is very, very null. Not much going on in terms of lots of interest. So even though those are weak candles, without, you know, heavy volume confirmation, it's hard to justify this being truly bearish. I'm definitely more bearish bias on the trade just due to those past 2 weeks, but you know, at that point we have to just let price action tell us what it wants to do. So we have 200. That's a pretty significant area of resistance, big round number. So it'll be interesting to see what AMD does at around $200. So AMD is a stock that I will be watching here. What else do we have? Amazon, not much volume. MU, 2 million shares. MU's in a pretty interesting spot, if I remember correctly. MU and SanDisk both rallied strong. Look at that. Opening up above this, pretty much at the top of this range. So yeah, this is definitely in play. MU's definitely of interest here. Has a pretty decent limit order at 450, so Look at that. So been rallying strong today. It gapped up a little bit towards the top of this range. This is definitely something of interest here. I mean, if the stock market, I think there's news that comes out in 1 minute exactly, 5:15 a.m. for me. Area of support that I'm drawing, just drawing this box first. Got a lot of touch points all up in here, so I think a good area of support for this guy would be around 434. 435 is good for me. We have that all-time high. There's a couple touch points right here as well. Might show some resistance here, so 450. And then all-time high is 457. So I'm going to draw just one more line of resistance up there, and that's just me marking the all-time high. So the price can move through 450. Next level of resistance here, give or take that little test, will be around this 456. So what I'd really love to see is get some extension from VWAP. We're just pushing. Maybe even push through this level, pushing, and then test the all-time high, and then maybe look for potential short there. That would be pretty sweet. But yeah, MU's definitely in play here. Gonna trade options on that guy if I do take a trade. SanDisk, trade that quite a bit, 717,000 shares traded pre-market. Let's look at SanDisk. SanDisk as well, guys. It's been really strong. You can see last week, very bullish candle, really good volume. Since January this year, the volume's just been off the charts for SanDisk. So it's definitely near all-time high as well. Let's draw some areas of support and resistance. So SanDisk is on the radar as well for me. Much higher price stock, so I trade options on it. The liquidity's rather poor on it, so volume is always your best friend, guys. If the volume's not giving you the signal to take a trade, please don't take the trade. Majority of the time, stocks just have trending volume, or the volume is very steady on the volume bars. But when there's, a couple candlesticks, whether it be 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute, if there's a substantial volume that just sticks out, that's where people are playing. And every day there's a couple stocks that are in play, you can say, and wherever the volume is, wherever there's lots of participation, that's where you want to be trading. When there's not much volume, the algos will just push the price sideways, up and down. It'll just pretty much stop hunt everybody. So they're just going up and down, liquidating people's longs and longs and shorts. So area of resistance here, 690 for me, 671 for support. And if it pushes through that high of resistance, all-time high, 727, that's a bit of a leap to get all the way up there. Let's zoom out here. So maybe next resistance area, 696 potentially. If it can push through that level, if it pushes through that and that, there's nothing in terms of resistance all the way up to that all-time high. So that will be interesting. So let's see, MU, let's put those on our other monitor here. Like MU, SanDisk. Let's see, let's zoom in. Let's go to MU. See if that loads. Okay. Alright, on my chart here for MU on my other screen with the pivot points on the 60-minute, the resistance R4 lines up with the area resistance. So let me just go to one of these charts. Let's go to MU real quick just to show you what I'm talking about. So if I zoom in, it's going to be real hard to tell because it's literally floating right over it. R4, resistance 4 for a pivot point. It lines up with it. So if I scoot that up, that's that next level liquidity that I marked. So that's a good area of resistance here. And I line that up right with it. So I'm going to just get rid of that guy just to reduce the lines on my chart. And so that's a really good area to see what the price action does for MU. SanDisk is in play. Let's get that on the chart. Uh, 10 minutes until the open. So SanDisk, MU on the radar here. AMD's in a pretty interesting spot. So is Nvidia. Let's look at Tesla. What is Tesla looking like? Let's see, Tesla. Let's go to the weekly here. Zooming out, looking left. Slowly just been trending down here. Slowly just been trending. Let's go to the monthly chart. See what that looks like. So Tesla's at a pretty significant area of support. We got lots of liquidity around this $375 to $400 range. Seems to be finding some support here around this 387 range. I think a good area, pretty obvious area for me for support. Got a couple touch points here, here, here. So gonna do a 385 for support. And rather tight range, so maybe 404, 405 for resistance. Seem to have a lot of liquidity there, so that's looking good. Put Nvidia on my chart over here. So watch list today for me, stocks that I'm interested in. I have AMD, SanDisk, or SNDK, MU, Micron I think is the company name, and then Nvidia. I think those are pretty interesting for me. So right now I'm just looking at my pivot points on my bigger time frames, seeing if there's any real obvious areas of potential moves here. Let's change these guys. AMD, Tesla, Nvidia. sensitivity. Mute SNDK. Alright, so above me I have just like a heat map or like a level 2 ladder that I use to watch where limit orders are stacking up. So just want to see where people seem more interested for the market to move on a certain ticker. It just lets me know if the ladder is bullish or bearish. The ladder being the level 2. Let me just bring that down to show you guys. So yeah, if we look at this here, this is price. So current price right now 195. Nothing going on right now, it's pre-market, but if you zoom out on this thing here, the number value gets, the range gets much bigger, but depending on these bars over here shows you where limit orders are or where orders are waiting to get filled. So sometimes the upper ladder, those sellers, so the orders above the current price, sometimes this ladder looks much more full and this one looks much more empty. That means liquidity may pull toward where price can get filled. So this is very bullish. A lot of times the stock will just move up and fill those orders, especially if there's nothing to the downside. So the market needs liquidity, needs orders to get filled. It's what how brokers make their money off commissions, is orders getting filled, and then market movers between the bid and the ask, which is another thing. But yeah, price needs to be moving. So, but yeah, this is a really cool feature. If we go to NVIDIA here, if we zoom out, so lots of orders from 181 to 186, 186.5. You see 186.5 has a big ask order of 30,000 shares. So big seller up there, big buyer down at 181 for 27,000 shares. You can see the ladder is pretty evenly distributed right in this, right next to where price is. So let's look at MU. MU has a real nice order at 450. And let's check out SanDisk. This one always looks pretty empty. Nothing really exciting going on there. So I'm gonna drag that back up. Okay, AMD weekly, let's see, daily. On the daily chart of AMD, it's opening near S3. And it's near S4 on the 60. Let's put AMD on our screen here. Go to the options, punch in all the names. AMD, Tesla, NVIDIA, SNDK, MU. Okay. All right, 2 minutes until the open. So I have my charts set up here. 1 minute up here, 1 minute chart, 2 minute chart, 3 minute chart. Curious to see what the price does on AMD. The ladder's pretty evenly distributed in terms of buyers versus sellers. But it's definitely of interest. MU is very bullish bias to me, but nonetheless, I have to let price action dictate whether I'm gonna take a trade or not. So just because it seems bullish doesn't mean I'm just my mind's stuck on taking a long. I'm only going to take what the market will give me. And that's all you can do with trading, is only take what it can give you. If you get greedy with it, that's exactly how you lose money in this game. So MU, 5-minute chart, R3 lines up with area of resistance here. Alright, market's open. See what AMD does here. Just checking my connection. Connection seems stable. I'm just looking for where the volume is. Where's the volume? Man, SNDK just ripped. Wow, NVIDIA has lots of volume. Okay, AMD's pushing up to this level. Be interesting to see what it does. Very bullish. Zooming in on the SPY and Qs here. There's a really nice order on AMD at 29,000 shares to be filled. Let's go to SanDisk. SanDisk is looking pretty interesting. I don't really want to rush anything in terms of a trade on SanDisk right away, because it seems pretty bullish. At least, chart pattern and stuff. So even though it's at my level, nice wave of buying up and sold off. I don't necessarily want to jump into a short right away. Kind of want to allow price to just see where it takes us. So AMD, very bullish. Everybody's very bullish here. Let's go back to SNDK here. See if we got any orders. Not much going on. Just watching the price action on SNDK. Three-minute candle here. Very, very bullish. Lots of volume. Closed above that area of resistance here. So just kind of watching that guy. But that price action's in. AMD volume's dying down significantly here as we're moving up. 3-minute chart, very big green candle. 2-minute chart, very big green candle. Bit of an indecision forming. NVIDIA, NVIDIA actually looks interesting. March 16. Nothing going on there. Nvidia looking pretty strong. Let's go to Nvidia here. Pretty bullish here on Nvidia. Everything's really strong right now. SPY and Qs are looking rather bullish, so. Just watching the price action here, guys. That first candle was a lot of selling pressure. Price has obviously been moving up, but this initial candle with 2.7 million shares, it's a lot of volume. SPY is looking pretty bullish. Qs is looking bullish as well. So a lot of times, guys, for anybody who's tuned in, is a lot of times the SPY and Qs, you know, the overall market, if it gets real bullish or real bearish, it'll tend to pull everything else with it. That's rather common to see. So nice, look at this candle right here on the 2-minute for Nvidia. I like that candle. I like this candle. Look at the volume as it went up. Volume's decreasing here, so this could be interesting for a small short, depending. Let's go to Nvidia. Wow, 188.5 has 450,000 shares to be filled. 190, 490,000. I mean, that's a ways away, but that's some really big orders hoping to get filled real soon. 185, 125,000 shares. So 185, you can see that pink showing up on the level 2. This is a lot of liquidity that's about to occur here if it can fill. Nvidia 185, is that where we're going to get filled? So it's a big seller at 185, but if bulls deem it's worth that price, they'll just buy all those sells or shorts. So let's see, that order did get filled. Is price going to push up from there now? Seems to be a bit stagnant. Let's see, MU is looking actually pretty interesting. Might take a long here on MU, guys. It's looking rather bullish to me. I need to see some confirmation here. It's riding that trend line right now. Just going to see if some buyers are going to step in. See if we lose VWAP here. If we lose VWAP, I don't have any interest in longing it, but if it can hold VWAP and some of these candles can close bearish, which it didn't on the 3-minute. So I'm not really interested right now in that guy. Let's see, MU. See, overall market still bullish, but it's not really pushing up real high. Still watching MU here, guys. Curious to see if it's going to lose this area of support here at 448. You can see a couple wicks on the 2-minute chart. Pretty obvious signal support. So let's see if the buyers are going to... see if the buyers are going to step in there. Spine Q's not really doing much for me right now. Just watching the price action on these guys. I just need to see confirmation on the volume and the tape. SNDK is very bullish. MU's making a bit of a bull flag, so it's a good sign. $450 seems to be a significant area of resistance here. Okay, it seems to be pushing up. But at least thinking about it, volume's increasing on the 2-minute chart here. Might take a long here, just watching the volume and tape. SPY's looking good. It's looking bullish to me. We'll take a long here, 100 shares. Entries 451.58. Kind of towards the top of the range. Not a big fan of that. Selling off pretty quickly here. Stop's going to be below VWAP. Let's see if some buyers will step in here. So long 100 shares, 451.51 being my average here. Stop will be 448. About a $300 risk. I took a long toward the top of this range, which isn't ideal. It's near the box. 447 actually has a pretty decent order to be filled. Pulling back here, I might get squeezed. Some buyers seem to step in off of VWAP right there. So we're ready to close the position if it hits our stop. Always have to respect the stop loss. Ooh, some buyers are stepping in right there. That's sweet. 142. If this 2-minute or 3-minute candle can close as a hammer with some good volume here, I'll probably add to my position. It's looking rather bullish now. Still waiting. Got a nice hammer here with the volumes in. So we're still waiting. There can be another push of volume here. Big buyer stepping in. I'll add and look for the break of high here. 3-minute chart is looking good. SPY is looking good. I don't have that much buying power. Can't even do that. I'm trying to add to my position, but... Alright, added 25 shares. Pretty much maxed out my buying power here on this trade. So 125 shares. I'm looking for a push-up. Can we break through 452? Next decent order is 455. Can we get to 455? So 3-minute chart, sold off, bought up, volume's in, but it's a pretty bullish candle. 2-minute, giving me some confirmation with that long wick here. So SPY's rallying, Qs are pushing up here. I need to see some heavy buyers step in here. We started to buy up, got sold off. So 455 is a good target area to take some profit if we can get there. I'll probably take off the 25 shares. That little extra cheese I added to the position at 455. I'll sell 25 shares. That'll leave me with 100 shares. Trying to maximize these wins if it works out. So 2-minute chart here. Nice green candle here. Kind of worried about this double top. Shorts are going to definitely pile in right up here at this 453 level. If we can squeeze through that, we're definitely going to 455. Need some buyers to really just push through that, because the people who are going short, their stop's going to be at 454.28. If we can push through that 454.28, it's going to launch to 455. Seems pretty good so far for me. SPY's looking good, guys. Very bullish price action. Qs is looking bullish too. That's great for me. Now we just need to wait and let the trade unfold. Let's see what happens here. If it pushes through that 454.21, I feel like it's going to smash through that 455. You can see it's definitely showing some resistance there. Can it squeeze through there? 455. Look at that, boom. Okay, squeeze out those shorts. Can we push up from here? Look at that 3-minute candle, big green candle. Volume's increasing. That's really nice for me. 2-minute looks wonderful. 455, here we come. That would be another area where sellers will step in, but I feel like we're definitely gonna get close to at least testing it. SPY and Qs look really nice for me. 455, almost there. I want to see if it's gonna fill that order. I'll close my 25. Pretty close. Put that limit order there, so if it gets to 454.96, it'll close 25 shares here. Looking to see if we can squeeze there. Bit of indecision candle above that range though. SPY, don't like that candle. Bought up, sold off, volume's increasing. That's not good for me. Hate for this to pull back. Just watching the price action here, guys. Want to see if we're going to ride this trend line. That's where buyers would step in. That SPY 5-minute candle though, I need that to be looking a little more bearish. It closes in 4 seconds though. Volume's increasing. 455 seems to be a pretty significant area of resistance here. Don't know if we're gonna get there. If we can get there, I'll probably close my entire position. We're almost back to break even now. Qs look good in terms of volume here. Nice green candle in the 5-minute, but we're pulling back. Just watching the volume here, guys. As we're pulling back on the 1-minute, volume seems to be drying out, which is ideal for me, definitely. I don't want to see volume picking up as we move down. If price is moving down and volume's going down, then there's not too much of sellers getting involved there. But nonetheless, I'm just sitting, wait and watch. Some decent buyers there. 455 has almost 50,000 shares to get filled. So let's see what happens here, guys. SPY's still looking rather bullish to me. Qs is looking rather bullish. Can we squeeze the 455? That's the question. Kind of going sideways here. SPY and Qs struggling. Qs are towards the top of a range it's stuck in right now. This price action seems more bearish to me. I need buyers to step in. 2-minute chart here, you can see this moving average has a couple nice wick points. It's testing it right now, so we seem to kind of give up on this 1-minute chart. 9 EMA moving average, the orange line. You can see VWAP and moving average is catching up on R4 here. Still bullish bias. I don't want to get out of this one yet. I feel like the trend is up right now. The trend is still moving up, so I just need to see buyers step in. As we move down here, guys, on this little mini trend down, you can see the volume's also trending down. So that's a good signal for me. But now what I'd really like to see is volume start to pick up and price start to go up as well with it. I need some buyers to step in. I really need Qs and SPYs to get bullish here. That'd be nice. Because we're towards the top of a range here on this box that I drew. If SPY and Qs get extremely weak, there's no point for MU to go up. But as we can see here, we have a nice 1-minute green candle, 3-minute chart, almost a bear sandwich here. So big green candle, red candle in the middle, kind of sandwiching it almost. That's bullish for me. That's looking good. Bounce off that EMA on the 2-minute, so seems to be a moving average that the stock is respecting. So 455. Can we get to 455? That's the question now. Still holding our position. So that limit order is 25 shares. I have 125 shares here. So I close off just a small portion of the trade. But I'm looking, trying to maximize these wins here, so could use some buyers any day now. Big order to the downside looking to get filled is 450. So SPY and 3-minute chart here. Price is going to get interesting around 450 if it squeezes down to it. We are back to break even, below break even now. Be curious to see if big buyers step in at 450. We're squeezing down pretty fast now. Not closing my position though. Just watching the price action here. See what happens at 450. Lines up with the VWAP and the moving average in the box. So if there's going to be a bounce, it has to be pretty much right now. That order at 450 did not get filled. Still holding, guys. Volume is very average right now. You can see it on the volume. There's not much going on. We found value here around 450, give or take. This range of 454 to 449. Stock has found value here, so now we just need to wait for an imbalance of buyers or sellers. SPY and Qs are looking good. Looks like we might be pushing up here. That's great for me. We really need to see some buyers step in. 15-minute chart's going to close here in 3 minutes. It'll be interesting how that closes. If we go to the 15 here, you can see big green candle here, a bit of a shooting star candle, bought up, sold off. So we don't necessarily like that. 30-minute, bought up, sold off. So we're just going to keep monitoring this trade. Ooh. Still bullish on it. SPYs and Qs look good. Still just watching, guys. We're pretty much at break even right now. At 450 has 33,000 shares looking to get filled. SPY and Qs are looking great, man. I need MU to hop on this little bull run. So 1 minute till the 15-minute, 30-minute candle closes. Be nice if it closed, big bullish candle, so it's next minute. Be nice if it squeezed up here. Give me a little more confirmation on my bias for the long. SPY and Qs is looking great. I need an MU to hop on that. This trade is taking its sweet time unfolding. Looking for 455 for my first partial. I'm gonna bring my 25 shares down to like 454. Alright, we're at break even right now, guys. 30-minute close. Pretty much an indecision candle here. Let's see what happens at 450. 450 is looking to get filled. Lots of orders there. I want to see if buyers will step in. I'd hate to lose VWAP. You can see on my charts here we got lots of VWAP, moving average, box, all consolidating right where I'm at with R4 as its backbone. So this is a pretty significant area of support. So it'd be interesting to see if we're just going to squeeze here, squeeze everybody out, and then it'll push up, or are the buyers going to step in. It's a lot to think about with this guy. Spying cues, still looking bullish in the overall trend. Just waiting to see if these buyers will step in. That 450 never got filled. $450 looking to get filled here. 450's filled. Let's see if it's going to push down or if buyers are going to step in here. Testing VWAP as well. This is where buyers really need to step in for me, if they're going to. Testing 450 still. Definitely seems to be the area where people find that this stock holds value at. So that 450 got filled and it held that price, so that's nice for me rather than it squeezing down. Can we squeeze up now? Can buyers really start to get in on this? SPY's pushing up, Qs are looking to break. Like, come on, man. Everything's looking bullish. 450 just got filled. We're holding it. You might as well push up. Looks bearish though, huh? Testing 450 again. Lots of green on the tape. The buyers stepping in. Buyers are definitely trying to hold this 450. There's lots of liquidity at 450. It's looking pretty bearish though. This pullback, the volume's dried out pretty significantly though on the 5-minute. If it can push to 455, I think it'll push up quite a bit higher. I mean, we've been going sideways for a while. The longer something consolidates, usually the bigger move in whichever direction it'll go, so long as the volume's there. It's looking pretty weak though, so may get stopped out. Really could use some buyers here. It's not looking too good for me. I think we're going to squeeze down. Still holding my position though. Just going to respect the stop loss. If I'm wrong, got to take it on the chin and then go from there. $450 filled again. Yeah, it's looking pretty bearish to me, guys. I'm not seeing any buying really going on. Yeah, it's looking to squeeze down here. Yeah, I'm all out, guys. So we close that position, 0 for 1. Couple dollar move there. Let's see how much we lost on that. 329. So down 329 on the day, first trade. I like the trade though. I mean, I had all signals for a quality trade to the upside, which I'm very happy about. So, but nonetheless, I went wrong somewhere. And we'll figure that out as we review. Still watching MU though. It's testing the bottom of this range here. SNDK really bullish. It's going sideways now. MU, maybe I should have held my stop down to 447. I mean, we're below VWAP, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out what we could have done better with that trade. Or we went wrong. AMD, pretty bullish. Still watching MU, guys. To me, the overall trend is up. Spine Q is looking bullish. I mean, if we look at this 3-minute chart here, big green candle for initial candle. Next biggest candle, second biggest green candle is a nice bullish candle. And then this 3-minute candle here, the second one, which is pretty much even volume here, sold off but got bought back up. So to me, the picture, overall picture, is there's more interest to the upside. Meta looking to break. Yeah, I mean, everything else has pretty much been trending up nicely. This is something I have to keep in mind. So MU is already up 5% on the day. So there's something called the average true range of a stock, which is it calculates like how much a stock will move, give or take, on a given day. So like average true range can be like 20 bucks for MU, and it's already up $21 on the day. So, and that's also because it gapped up a little bit. So if the average true range of a stock is like around 20 bucks and the stock is already up $22 on the day, it doesn't mean that it can't just leave that $20 range, but it may not push much higher up if it's already tested its average true range. And that's just guessing if the average true range is let's say 20. There's I don't have it configured on my charts here, but you can input the average true range on your charts. And I think that is something I'm going to look into doing, because maybe that's why we're just going sideways now. We found value up here. We're up 5% on the day for MU. So for people who are long, they really just want to hold this area, which makes sense to me now. We're already up a lot. So that is something to keep in mind. Meta looking to leave 633. You can see it's been in this range right here. Nvidia here. VWAP's lined up with the box, or near the box. Lots of volume here. Might be good to take a long here. It's a nice candle. What's the ladder looking like on Nvidia? 184.5. On MU, if we look at the 15-minute chart here, this candle will close in 3 minutes. If this candle closes with like a hammer, like sold off, gets bought back up or above the box, I'll probably consider long again, taking another position on it. So just gotta wait. Just need to wait and see if we get that sort of confirmation. Meta looking to push through high of day. AMD looking to test high of day as well. Alright, pretty much a minute 15 seconds until this candle of MU closes, so this will be interesting to see if some buyers step in within this next minute. Show me some potential strength. If so, I'd definitely look for a long. Need to start getting ready in 15 minutes though, so that doesn't help. Yeah, it's hard to imagine MU. I mean, MU's already extended so much. It's already made $22 on the day. Already up $22 on the day, so it's just hard to imagine This guy's looking good to me. Nvidia. Just watching Nvidia right now. Take a long here on Nvidia. 500 shares. 184.37. If we lose this 183.9, I'm out. I want to see if we can push up here. See if some buyers will step in. 184.5 has a nice order. Let's see, where's the monster order? 185. 185 has a nice order. The 15 minutes looking good to me for a long year, so see what happens here. If we squeeze down the bottom of this range right here, I'm all out. I want to see if some buyers will step in here. 3-minute chart's looking pretty good. Sold out, bought up, sold out, bought up. It's average volume, but it's showing some interest in buying to me. Spine keys still just trending higher, man. It's looking good. MU, there's nothing going on MU for me. Let's see if we can push here. On Nvidia, on the 15-minute chart, we are above R4. It's been testing R4, so if some buyers can step in, it can definitely push. 186 is a really good area to 185 to partial, 186 all out. Need some buyers to step in though. Need spine cues are just dragging up. So let's see if some buyers are going to step in here. 500 shares, average of 184.35, stop loss at 183.89. Pretty much the bottom of the range here, right? We can see that's where it's finding support, so. The really big order waiting to get filled is 185. Spine cues are grinding higher. Just gotta be patient. That's all. We need to let this trade unfold. Just need the buyers to step in. I'm like right in the middle of this range as well, guys. 184.6 area resistance, 183.9 area support. I'm like right in the middle. Kind of in no man's land in terms of this consolidation range. $184.5 has a nice order waiting to get filled. 37,000 shares, 100,000 looking to get filled at 185. Spine cues still trending higher, kind of going sideways now, but overall trend has been up. SNDK's been very bullish. No sign of turnaround. SNDK might test all-time high. Nvidia in the chop right now. See what happens here. Another 5-minute closed. 5-minute close above the box that I drew, so that's nice. Just need some buyers to step in, man. Get rid of this line. Ooh. Didn't want to get rid of that one. Okay. Alright, just watching. SPY Qs look like they might be going for day of high here. High of day, sorry. I'd like to see some buyers stepping on Nvidia. 3-minute chart here, moving average. You can see it's been respecting it pretty nicely here. So let's see if buyers are gonna step in at some point. SPY's Qs look like they're about to make another leg higher. I mean, SPY and Qs are looking good, man, but it seems like everything else is just kind of sideways with it. I mean, the ladder looks more bullish to me as well, so just waiting to see if an imbalance will come in of excess buyers or excess sellers. SPY and Qs. Volume seems to be dying down quite a bit on the SPY and Qs where it's at on its day of high day. So really I need SPY and Qs to push through there with some significant volume. This might, if that doesn't happen, it starts to pull back. I'd imagine I'm going to get squeezed out or stopped out. Still just watching. Five-minute chart, nice bull flag. You can see we moved up, making a bit of a flag here. Seems like price is getting tighter and tighter here. If we draw a line like that. And if we draw a line straight across as well, like this yellow line here, this thing may just bounce in this little mini range until boom, it finally goes up if it were to. So again, right now I'm in no man's land. It's the thing with stocks, guys, they go up just very briefly and then they spend the majority of their time going sideways. So they go down and they spend the majority of their time going sideways. We're respecting this trend line here on the 3-minute. Let's see if buyers are going to step in here. SPY and Qs look like they're struggling. That's not good for me. Yeah, MU, we got out. It's good we got out and didn't let it go to our next level for stop. We would have just lost a little bit more money. Can we push up 184.5, looking to get filled. Big seller there. Like to see if it can get there and buyers step in. That'd be ideal. Spying Qs going sideways here. Still trending up though, which is nice. Nvidia's up 2% on the day, up $4. Yeah, I need to get the average true range indicator on my chart, because that'll give me a really good idea. If we've already exhausted the average true range on a day, then stocks may just bounce within the high and low of that specific day. Excuse me. Still just watching here. 184.5 looking to get filled. 185 has 100,000 shares. Just waiting to see if buyers are going to step in at any point. Taking their sweet time here. What's Meta looking like? Again, volume's just nothing going on volume wise, guys. 5-minute chart here, you can see the volume's just very null right now. So that 184, that didn't get filled. Spying Qs going sideways, still grinding up. Excuse me. $15 minutes, gonna be closing in 3 minutes. 15-minute candle. Looking at the EMA here, 9 EMA seems to be respecting it as of right now. Seems to really like this moving average for a trend. It's just a matter of if the buyers are going to step in. Wouldn't be surprised if the stock comes down, tests the bottom of this range, wicks right through, gets bought back up. Stocks like to do that as well. SPY, testing the moving average, same with Qs, testing the moving average here. This 15-minute candle is going to close here in 20 seconds. Testing VWAP on all the charts. This would be where the buyers would step in if they're going to. Spine keys might be pulling back. Probably going to get squeezed here, so we're ready for it. Last hope here. See, some buyers are stepping in there. Just squeeze out those longs. Let's see if it can bounce right here. Still in the position, guys. That's what I mentioned earlier. Wouldn't be surprised if it comes down, tests this range, squeezes out those longs. Doesn't mean it won't move back down, though. It can definitely move right back down. But it seemed to just liquidate those longs there. I could really use some buyers now. If the buyers don't step in here now, then it's going to push right back down and just go through this level. Yeah, it's getting bought up, sold off. That's not looking good for me. Spine keys, testing VWAP. Yeah, it's not looking too sweet right now. 2 minutes showing some support here though. Lots of green on the tape, that's nice. I need to start getting ready. I'm just looking for 185 at this point, man. Yeah, that price action is very bearish. It's not looking good. Still in our position, guys. Still in it. Haven't closed it just yet. Spine key is looking weak. The market doesn't care what I want today. Yeah, that's looking weak for sure. Yeah, I'm out. I'm all out, guys. That one's not looking good. Okay, ending the day, I'm down 537. Let's see. So on that trade, we lost $200. Let's get the pen out. Over 2. We lost $208. So on the day, we finish at down 537, squeezing down here, so. Let's go back to MU to show you guys if anybody's watching. MU didn't work out here. My initial stop was thinking of it being down here toward the bottom of this range. I'm happy I didn't, because you see that order would have got filled and I would have lost like $200 more on that trade. So yeah, just kind of scheming through things right now, seeing where some other opportunities were that I missed out on. Nice indecision there. Video, okay. So yeah, 0 for 2 today, guys. We'll be back at it again tomorrow, see what the market can give us. And then tonight, do my homework. So please record your trades, anybody who's trading. Yeah, please record your trades so you can see where you're going wrong, see where you're going right, see where you're going wrong. That's very important to do. Let's see. Yeah, it's time to go get ready. Lost a couple dollars here, but that's okay. We'll make a couple more at my other job. Alright guys, I think that's it for today. Appreciate everybody who's in here. If there is anybody in here, much appreciated. I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.